Welcome to the virtual TV studio at the University in Ansbach, Germany. Today we want to learn how Wuerth was able to improve their business by implementing a customer relationship management solution. We will look at both perspectives, the business perspective starting with the strategy, key performance indicators and stakeholders, as well as the IT perspective, looking at data, information models and communication channels. But first, let us take a look at the company Wuerth.
It's true, we started small, with 2 people. And then we grew quite a bit. How can we help customers steer their business more efficiently? At Wuerth, we don't fear the future. We prefer to help build it, every day in every way, globally in over 80 countries.
Let me welcome our 2 guests from Wuerth and their consulting partner, myHero. Our guest here in the studio is Mr. Schneider from myHero. Welcome, Mr. Schneider.
Thank you.
myHero is one of the premier consulting services providers for customer relationship management solutions. And you've helped more than 120 customers across the world with more than 250 implementations. That's a pretty impressive track record. Congratulations on it.
Thank you.
And I also welcome Mr. Saller. He's the CIO from Wuerth Austria and joining us via web conferencing from Vienna, Austria. Welcome, Mr. Saller.
Thank you.
Mr. Saller, you've recently implemented a customer relationship management solution. Can you share with us some of the objectives that you had for this implementation?
Yes, of course. Wuerth Austria is a wholesale company. We have more than 50,000 customers in Austria, and we have more than 400 sales representatives spread over Austria, 21 branch offices, an internal sales department of about 20 persons. And for our smaller customers, we have a call center solution we call telesales with 6 agents. And at every point of sale, a customer can have a contact. And the problem was that we didn't have a collection of all customer contacts in one place. Everyone has written the information maybe in an Excel file or in a database or handwritten on a sheet of paper. And with our CRM system, we wanted to have a 360-degree view on our customers, that at every point of sale, all information about our customer should be available. And with our CRM system, we also wanted to have a better collaboration between our internal departments. We want to have, at the end, less administration and an easier visit planning for our sales reps, and to have really a complete documentation what happened at each contact at our customer.
Okay. Sounds like a pretty comprehensive implementation. And Mr. Schneider, you have supported Wuerth with this implementation. How did you get the support from all the stakeholders involved? Can you share this with us?
Yeah. At the moment, the beginning of the project, we identified 3 groups of stakeholders. So, of course, the first one were the owners and the senior management, then the customers of Wuerth, and the employees, the more than 400 employees in the areas of sales, telesales, and central customer data management. So the owners were expecting from the CM project an improved financial return. The customers, of course, were expecting some better customer support from the organization through the CRM project. So for those 2 groups, their expectations were quite clear and quite positive towards the project. Whereas for the employees, the expectations on how the CRM implementation will change their daily business, their working atmosphere, wasn't that clear. So the employees were rather uncertain whether the implementation will affect them in a negatively way, meaning, for example, by layoffs or higher management pressure, or in a positive way, for example, by reduction in administrative tasks for them, or better support for the customer visits. So in order to reduce this uncertainty, we created a quick win in implementing the CRM application for a rather small group of end users for the telesales department. And in this we showed that the application really fulfills the needs and meets the requirements of the end users, and is easy to use and easy to handle. Another action we took to reduce this uncertainty was very, very proactive communication throughout the project. So information is really, really key here. So we were talking about the project status in sales meetings. We even had monthly newsletters written by the key users of the project to inform all employees of Wuerth of future changes in processes by the CRM implementation.
Okay, I can see where having newsletters and other communication vehicles helps to get buy-in from all individuals involved.
Yeah.
Now, implementations can be quite complex.
Yeah.
Do you have a formula for success based on your experience, how to manage implementations like this one?
Yeah, in each and every project, our major aim is to reduce complexity from the very beginning. So already in the analysis phase, we're starting with the prototype system, which is really tailored to the needs of the industry our customer is in. So we're starting with the prototype system and then moving onwards to the very special characteristics, process characteristics of our customer. So this means we don't have to build a CRM system from scratch, but we use this pre-built prototype on which we build on top of it and move onwards. So therefore, we can reduce the complexity of the system and implementation. We also reduce the implementation duration and, of course, the risk of the implementation.
Yeah, I can see where this works. Mr. Salla, I've got another question for you. In the beginning, the sales representatives used handwriting to record the customer transactions on filing cards, and nowadays they are using the CRM system to record these transactions electronically. Now, how did this improve your business?
That's right. The cards were printed once a year and provided to the sales rep, and during the year every visit was documented, handwritten on that card, and only the sales rep had access to the data. With CRM now we have the possibility to collect the data centrally and to provide it to all other point of sales. The sales rep had the information about the customer, like I told before, printed out once a year. With our CRM system, this information, we call it Kundeninfo, customer data sheet, is provided at every visit. Whenever visit is planned in the CRM via an activity, a customer fact sheet is created, and always the newest information is read and printed onto that PDF form. And we do not only have that in our CRM system, we synchronize them to the Outlook, and so it's available offline. And additionally to that, every sales rep in Austria has a BlackBerry, and the information is spread to the BlackBerry, and the BlackBerry is always on, and so the information is very easy accessible at the customer visit via the BlackBerry.
This sounds pretty handy to have a handheld device as a sales representative and access to all customer relevant information. Very good. Now, looking back at the implementation, since you have now completed your CRM implementation, did you actually reach or feel like you reached all the set objectives?
Yes, and of course we define some KPIs, for example, the average number of order lines or the average number of orders sales rep makes a day, or the customer fluctuation. Well, that is a very big goal of us to reduce that. And with CRM we are working on a BI integration of CRM data. We could measure the average number of orders in the past with our existing BI, but with our CRM integration we can take a look what influence has the number of visits to the turnover, for example. And so we have here very wide field. We couldn't imagine all possibilities we have, with this implementation, but we are starting a lot of projects. For example, a zero customer reactivation, and with this BI integration we can really take a look what's happening half a year after our zero customers have been reactivated, how the turnover developed. And so we had our rollout in the last autumn, and so we don't have so much experience, but we're on a very good way, and we're really looking forward having all the information and really having chances with all this information to be a better service partner for our customers.
Thank you. It sounds very helpful to integrate the systems like the CRM system together with the business intelligence system to perform data mining operations for easier cross-selling and other benefits. Certainly your project looks very much like a success story to me. Congratulations on the project. And Mr. Salla, thank you very much for sharing the vision of Wuerth with us here. And also thank you very much to Mr. Schneider for joining us here in the TV studio in Ansbach. Thank you very much.
Thanks for inviting me.